138.0. OMG. That would mean that I lost my pound. These are my teacher socks, by the way. And it makes sense that I have them on because... Do you guys remember when I showed you this table yesterday? It's right in the beginning of the video. So if you're not watching every daily vlog, you might want to go check just so you can really fully appreciate that. I hear you, Ruby. Well, that's Rue talking. The table is clear. I have my workspace. It's how ridiculous. That's the computer. That's Molly scratching. Stop, Moll. I'm making a vlog, Molly. Stop it. Thank you. That's the computer that the little uses. That's the computer that the older uses. That's my computer. But this is where, for months, since mid-August, I've had a stack of boxes. Look at that. It's not really my fault, though, because I asked them what to do with the boxes, and they told me just to wait and find out, which is ridiculous. Got the books reorganized, and my table is back. Yay. So, I figured, if you can hear that noise, it's my coffee maker. I figured we have been spending every day together, so we might as well get ready in the morning together, because it's like a real relationship, right? We have to get it right, because I only have one take. After this, I'll be ready. I don't really do a lot of makeup. Just do some skincare and whatever. Okay, I want to tell you guys. Oh, well, that's going to be another video. I want to talk to you guys about surgery, actually, because I just found a channel. Now I can't remember her name, and if I do remember her name, I will put her. She's relatively new. Some of you guys are good. Like, I am not so good at finding new people and keeping up with the Joneses here on YouTube, but you guys are good. So a lot of you guys have already found people, whatever. I just found her, and I like her, and I can't even remember her name now, but I will look it up, and I will put it down in my description bar if I remember. Okay. But she's cool, but she was talking about surgery. And I want to talk about surgery. I actually have a friend on 43things.com, because you guys know I am a nerd for that shit. And she is awesome, and she lost her weight with surgery. Now, what I'm gonna say is, she still has a really hard time dealing with her addiction, and still gives herself out. She'll be like, oh, well, you know, for her like #1 trigger food is sugar. And she'll be like, well, but it's the holidays. You can't really go to like a party and not, you know, overconsume sweets. Yes, you can. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not knocking you, but let's not say that you can't, because you can. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I don't know. It's like the surgery has allowed her to lose the weight. I don't know if she's going to keep it off, because her vlogging hasn't changed. Her habits have not changed. I say all the time, thank God. Thank God, when I was looking for a surgeon and looking into it with my insurance, thank God they didn't pay for it, because I think that with my food addiction, I still would be one of those people who would find a way to put the weight back on, because it's mental and it's habitual, and it is so much more than just, oh, if I can't eat, then I won't. Yes, I would. I'd be one of those people blending up my food, and sucking it down a straw just because I'm a food addict, and that is what I would do. By the way, this is not the mascara I use when I'm not wearing glasses. This is the mascara I use when I'm wearing glasses, because my eyelashes are like, look at that. That's what happens when you do your shit in a webcam, not a mirror. Anyway, what am I doing? This side? Yeah, this side. I did it again. When you do your shit I mean, what am I talking about? Oh, when I use the other mascara, my eyelashes, like, they're long, so they hit my glasses anyway. But when I use the other mascara, it feels more like, I don't know, like they're getting stuck to it. So this is let me re-put on moisturizer. This is moisturizer, by the way. This white stuff I'm slathering on. Anyway, I just think that you really need to give it your all, your honest all, before you do surgery, because it's a big deal and it's not going to change who you are. It's like running away. Running away doesn't change your problems. You bring your problems with you, or whatever. That's just lip gloss. If I don't wear threads, then it's just lip gloss. Okay. So, yeah. I just think you need to do everything you can, and you need to be honest with yourself. Have you identified true food triggers? Have you eliminated them from your life? Because it's not, people, the biggest, I think, there's many misconceptions, but one of the biggest, like, this could cause you to fail misconceptions on weight loss is the whole, well, if you deprive yourself, you're never going to get it done. Because it sets people up to be like, well, I can't deprive myself, so I have to eat this. Oh, well, I mean, well, I had to have my grandma's pie because that's my favorite food, and if I deprive myself, that is such a dangerous land to live in, because the reality is there are certain foods that are triggers for people, and if you are not willing to give those up, then surgery is not going to change your world. And I've probably said 1,000 times, I'm so glad, because I would totally be sucking down all my food. And I would have, like, dropped 80 pounds and then put it all back on, probably much more, and then been really depressed. In fact, I work out with a woman who has had the surgery, and she was like, yeah, I lost a little bit of weight, but it didn't really work until I changed my life. That's right. I am about to go plan my day worth of food, because I have a rough, like, week plan, but when you're working with fresh veggies and stuff, you have to. I only go like 2 or 3 days out, and then I reassess what's going bad, what needs to be eaten first, and then I reassess that, and I rearrange my eating plan. So I'm gonna go plan my day. I was up 3 o'clock in the morning, straightening up the schoolroom. Thank God it finally happened. I was waiting for shelving to come in for another room so I could have these bookshelves. I'm so glad I have them. I'm so, so glad. Yeah. There you go. There was my first 5-minute waste of time.
Okay, today's sorry guys. Today's yogurt is strawberry banana, and I'm doing it with almonds. Yum. I always do that yum. I'm sorry. It's the sound I hear in my mind when I'm about to eat.
Having an apple, watching TV, answer questions. I know I need to be careful because I had my yogurt and um, almonds, and now I'm having my apple, and oh, um, I'm on my second glass of water. But I tell you this much, like, I know I need to get up and cook breakfast before I just wind up snacking it out, but I don't feel like cooking breakfast right now. And I know it's because I was up all flippin' night organizing the classroom, but that was worth it. It just, it hit. I was like, okay, I'm going to start and then I'm going to finish tomorrow. But it was like, no, this is going too well. I need to do it. Also, so I have second glass of water, the apple I just showed you, and I'm about to drink coffee. And it's the first coffee because I didn't even feel like getting up and making it. Then I was like, oh, hell no, that's going to pay off. Hopefully after this, I'll have it in me to get up and go cook breakfast. And if not, maybe I'll take a nap. A nap at flipping 8 o'clock in the morning.
So into stir frying my veggies. So that's stir fried broccoli. And it's actually only 5.5 ounces of fish, but it looks like a whole lot because these plates aren't that big. Like, look, see? It's like, all right. So that's lunch. Almonds and I never know if you hear me. Almonds and very vanilla. I'm excited. Yay. See, there's the yay again. Yay! That's the sound in my brain. Butter lettuce with poppy seed dressing. Grilled portobello mushrooms and stir-fried sugar snap peas. Oh my god, y'all, this is gonna be so good. It's gonna be sick.
Having my skinny cow strawberry cheesecake. So good. It's stupid.
Okay, so what you didn't see was a 100-calorie pack of almonds. And you didn't see it because my phone is acting redonk. Like, I updated the software. Now it won't sync. Now it won't do anything. It was all the fancy shit it was supposed to do. And the camera's all effed up. Great. Alright. But, so I'm having to get rid of a lot of shoes because my feet shrank. Seriously. My whole life growing up, I was like a small, like a 7. If it was a big shoe, if it ran big, I was a 6.5, 7, 7.5. I buy 7.5 because, like, with tennis shoes and boots and those kind of things, it's just easier to just know I can fit a good sock in there. But with dress shoes, I buy usually 7, 7.5. These are an 8. They run very, very small. These are like the sexiest shoes. Ready? Check it out. Can you see that? Can you see what's happening there? Look, put this behind it. OMG. It's to go with my Christmas dress. It's Knuckles. Oh my god. They're like a 5.5-inch heel, and they run really small. So I bought the 7 and the 8, and the 7 fit, and it fit really well. But I was concerned that overnight, like walking, my feet would swell and they would become uncomfortable because they were like gloves. These are actually a little tiny bit big, but because of the strap, they should stay on well, and they should, whatever. So stoked. How hot are those shoes? Anyway, there's a guy because the Banana Works where I used to work, and I was on the phone with her the other day. He was at work, and he's so cute. Oh my god, he is like, I'm very type specific. When it comes to girls, I like them butch. Like, like them, but I can think somebody's anyway. So When it comes to white guys, I like them kind of scrawny and punk-ish. And when it comes to black guys, which is like, oh, okay, I like Marcellus Wiley. So, Marcellus Wiley. Or Michael Orr, like the big, okay. Anyway, there's one of those at my old work too. I can't wait to see him. I'm so much hotter now. I'm going to be all over that dude. Anyway, so she's on the phone with this guy at work who's like a scrawny little like, well, he used to have a mohawk, little punk guy. And he was like, oh, is she coming? And I was like, hell yeah, tell him I'm coming. Tell him I have the sexiest shoes in the world. And he was like, oh yeah, they're really sexy. Am I going to think they're sexy? And I was like, he's going to want me to step on his balls with them. Because these are totally that kind of sexy. Anyway, that's one. Two, did I tell you missed the almonds because my phone was working? I think I said that. Two is, so let me tell you what happens. My phone, like I said, updated the software, having all kinds of issues. So there's this chick that like I talked to. It's a horrible, horrible thing to say, but I talked to her because I was mad at the girl who I really, 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 really loved. And we weren't like a couple, we were like best friends. And when you sleep with your best friend, it just turns to trash. So I was sleeping with my best friend and also the first girl who I had ever slept with. And she was like, well, we could see other people and like try to prove that point by like hanging out with this girl. So I was like, whatever, dude, you think I can't find another cute little dyke to hang out with? Seriously? Because that's what I like and I can find it. And so I like started talking to this girl who I was totally not interested in, and that is my fault, and I was wrong to do it. But she really liked me a lot. And so over the years, this was many years ago, over the years it was like if I was at a rough place where I needed to feel better about myself, that was one way to do it because she always really liked me. And that is wrong. I know. I also know that I've been somebody else's that person, so I guess everybody does it, but I know it's wrong. Anyway, so a couple of years ago, like we talked, and I was like, I'm totally in love with my girl, and I would like to be friends, but if that can't happen, and it kind of became clear that that couldn't happen. So I just cut her off. It was like, that's best for her, really, it's best. Well, last night, so my phone does this thing where whoever's the last person who texts you, if you don't clear it, it texts them back. Last night I had the most horrible, horrible dream. It was a horrible dream about my banana, and I woke up in my dream, like, thank God it's a dream, and I came out into my house, and my mom and brother was sitting there, and they were like, we're just here for you because of everything that's going on. And like, so when I woke up in my dream, relieved that it was a dream, it was real. So by the time I really woke up, I was all fucked this morning, and I was all kinds of upset. So anyway, so I woke up after having that dream, and when I finally realized that I was like truly dreaming, I wrote her a text message, and I was like, just had the most horrible, awful dream, and I want you to know I died without you. Thank God I woke up. Here's the fucked part of it. Apparently, during the night, that girl that I just talked about had texted me. She must have moved out of state, and she texted me and was like, hey, what did she say? Hey, it's me. I'm back in Louisiana. So when I thought I was sending the banana that message, I actually sent it to her. And so all day it's been like, what's up? Talk to me. I'm so glad you hit me up. I died without you. Oh. I don't even know what to say. Like, when I realized what happened, I wrote her and I was like, sorry, wrong person. But that's kind of like, oh my god, that's horrible, and I feel so bad. That's horrible, and I feel really bad. I should not be laughing because I do feel bad. This is inappropriate laughter because I feel bad. Okay. For the day. I'm so bad. I'm a 4%. Okay, for the day, I ended the day. Oh, well, actually, right now I have 1,151 calories. So I guess I'm gonna go have a handful of walnuts. Not a handful. I'm gonna measure those bitches so that I'm having a 15-gram serving, 96 calories. So that can be above 1,200 calories, and I'm at 26. That'll make it 29 Weight Watchers points. So 1,247 calories and 29 Weight Watchers points. There you go. Also, you guys, I'm so excited about the Ask Me things because you've been asking some really good questions. Oh my god, Davey asked me like the best. It was retarded.